What is up, everybody? Hope you like the shirt. I'm fresh off a straight rip. You could see it in my eyes. We got some good fights this week. Squeaky chair is back at it again. We only got 5 fights in this episode, but I'm hopeful we're going to have some good fights. In the future, what am I about to say again? I don't know if it's going to be next week or at the end of this season, but eventually I'm combining the 2 beginner leagues because it just makes sense, right? 1 beginner league, 1 pro league, and then thanks to all my moderators, that's actually possible because originally I was scared to make big leagues because I don't have time to contact all those people. But thanks to people like Deshae Epps, Brad Rogers, Cody Seals, my guy helps me with a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So, yeah, thanks to all of them, we can grow the league big, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, our first fight. And what's funny is, as I said, Deshae Epps, I had just messaged him before I shot this video. I'm like, yo, is it Deshae or Deshaw? And he just messaged me saying, it is confirmed. It's Deshae. I said it right. Went with my instinct. Okay. All right, so let's see what the fight card has in store for us. Tell me if you like the music in the comments below. I know when I heard it, the first card I did it for was the last card. I'm like, why didn't I do this a long ass time ago? It just sounded so much better. So let me know, is the volume good, etc. I'll adjust it to what you guys like. Okay, so let's see how these guys have progressed. You know, I should do a video comparing what you guys started like to the end of the league, and hopefully there's a difference. Yeah, those are some real good use of the lunges by Jose Aldo. Let's see though, we're going with a lot of punches. You gotta see if this pace is something that Aldo can keep. It's kind of similar to in real life, right? Sometimes he'll go out there heavy on a boxing approach and then kind of get gassed by the second or third round. That's more recently than anything. But back to the virtual fights. So we're chopping that lead leg, both of us are. Now already, you guys know I'm big on trying to pick up some patterns. This is the hardest part of UFC 3. And Aldo right now is displaying an affinity of going front uppercut, double hook. And, you know, that's you can make him pay for that in a couple different ways. You can sway that first hook if you could really anticipate it, hit him with a hook of your own, or you can wait. Just wait for him to throw that front uppercut, and then as soon as he does, after he throws it, then duck, because you know you got some hooks coming. You can go 2-3 to the body, 2 to the body, 3 to the head, something like that. Alright? Sometimes explaining these tips takes a bit longer. It brings me away from the fights. In the comments, tell me, do you like it better when I stray from the gameplay and talk about the tips that I learned from the gameplay, or would you rather me just be Joe Rogan and commentate on what's happening? Alright, back to the action, Adam. Oh, and just as I get back to it, looked like Holloway was throwing a kick there as Jose hits him with a jab hook to the head, which I think was made more effective because he kept showing him the jab to the head, hook to the body. So good on Surgeon right there. By the way, Surgeon, am I saying your name right, buddy? Is it Surgeon or Surgeon? Because if you serve Jim, then even better for him. So anyway, moving on from that corny ass joke. So look, he uses the jab hook effectively, but the stamina management leaves something to be desired. If I went back into week 1, I vouch to say that's probably been the common theme, right? What I want to do now, I want to this is getting good. What I want to do is I want to reach out to Surgeon. I want to say, let's hop in practice mode and let's actually let me physically show you if you want. You know, if you just like to play like this, all good. But if you want, we'll jump in and I'll actually show you the proper output. Because you have a lot of good combos, you have a lot of good things that you're doing, you're just doing them way too much. And what's ironic, what's funny, is these same combos that landed, if you would have landed them at better times, in better situations, you could have got, I know you did get a knockdown, but you could get a better result. Right now, you put in a lot more work than you actually got in terms of a result. I know we got a knockdown in that round, but as you'll see in a second, the stamina is so low, it pretty much leaves you unfunctionable. So pretty good recovery from Jose. Looks like they gave you a second wind right there. Let's hope Sergen utilizes it. Oh, that spinning kick to the body's not going to help. Let's watch out if Max does. I think that was either a jab or a straight to begin that combo. He's likely going to follow with that spinning back kick. That's something that we could side lunge and go with the head kick. Oh, and we counter the jab with an overhand right. Oh, I like Jose walks forward and then blocks his body. Let's see, there's that combination. Looks like when things get thick, when he gets close inside, he likes to go front uppercut double hook. There you go. That's another great way. I don't know why I didn't say this. I probably lost viewers that are mad I didn't say this when I should have. The best way to counter that combination of the front uppercut double hook is after he does the front uppercut, do a pull counter on the third hook. Or even the second hook if you could really time it like that. The pull counter is something I've not put any time. Almost had to rush in there. I have not put any time into this. I haven't put any time into mastering that counter. What am I saying? That pull counter. Alright, so we're continuing the theme of the person who's up still gets stunned until it's over, but oh, this looks like it might be the end right here. 1-2 to the head followed by a leg kick. That's a combo you don't see all the time. I like it better more in not when the opponent's stunned, but yeah, Justin Cassell is doing a really good job this match, going to the body, utilizing a lot of stamina management. You know, another thing I should emphasize is I kind of focused on Sergen's lack of stamina management, but Holloway is actually doing a pretty good. Oh, I feel like he froze right there for a second. He's doing a pretty good job of stamina management. The reason for somewhat of his low stamina, a little bit, if you're like a high-level player and you're watching this, you're thinking like he didn't manage his stamina really that good. He's done some stuff like that. He's missed some shots, like you just saw, but the shots that have counted landed pretty well. Alright, got a little bit of glitch, but I think the parts that have mattered have been relatively free of glitch. Don't forget, go to the comments below if you haven't already. Let me, the creator, know. Do you like it better when I veer and talk about tips that I learned from the gameplay, or do you prefer me to just commentate on what's happening and keep it real black and white? That's cool too. Quite frankly, that's a fuckload easier. Shit, I hope you guys comment back. There it is, that chop kick and then the spin to the body. And that spinning kick to the body might make you want to lunge left or right, and that can bring you right into the spinning heel kick, which is never good either. There's that combo again. We haven't seen that countered yet, and genuinely, I noticed Division 2, 3, 4 players, even a lot of 5s, and some 6s, they don't really look to counter specific combos that their opponent does. They just look to kind of, maybe it's almost like countering by accident, you know, or maybe throwing a slip straight just because they know if their opponent happens to be throwing a straight, well then they win. You know, that encounter that is. So let's actually look at the 2-3 punch sequences that the opponent is known for, and then draw up a specific plan according to that. That's the funnest shit. honestly, I just started doing it. Like, I should have been doing it for years now, but I just started thinking on that level a couple of weeks ago. It's like I turned Super Saiyan 2 or something. I don't know. Like, it sounds obvious now that I'm there, but at first it's harder. It's much harder to actually study your opponent's output and what they're really doing. That's a good combo, but right now Sergen's in a place where, I mean, he may be able to win the decision, but I was gonna say he's looking like he's on the verge of getting knocked out for stamina reasons. Oh wow, a well-timed combination. Oh wow, oh, that was a nasty knockout. He sent him flying over there like he was a kindergarten child getting spanked. Imagine that was like the pro commentary. That's all right. So we got MTT guy. I believe this is Johnny Wine. He is a fellow league runner, moderator, whatever you want to call it. So he gets what I'm going through here. I'd be surprised I got the first 3-4 weeks out on time, but I'm gonna get back to my old ways. We got him going against Anthony Pettis, who is controlled by C Chronic MMA, my fellow single daddy, Johnny Wine. So who do I go for? Do I go for the fellow single daddy, or do I go for the fellow league runner? Which one holds more rapport with me? I won't let you guys know. It's a secret. Oh wow, and these uppercuts got Khabib right off the get-go. Right off the rip, as the cool kids say. Oh, chronic. He's got a chronic lust for just throwing spinny shit out of range. So if you're somebody that likes to land a lot of spinning attacks and you like to land that flashy stuff, what you should do is go into practice mode. First, get good at a couple of really just bare basic combinations, and then look at their traditional combos. You can actually put those unique flashy attacks to use in a more organized fashion, because that's the only way you're really ever going to use them, unless you like to play quick fight. And you know, to me, the goal of the game is always to get to be the best you can be. That's why I made this channel, y'all. Now Anthony Pettis has Khabib in a dangerous place right here, except he's got no energy. So good utilization of a fake transition, a fake sprawl. Now he took the back and he kicks him right off. Back where Pettis wants to be. Now Pettis, you're going for that cartwheel kick a lot, man. You're against Khabib. Any other Khabib would have just waited for you to do that, block it, and then taken you down. Or they could even push you down. It's a pretty sick takedown. If you intercept that animation with a double leg, you get a good animation. Oh, by the way, I'm known for my super weird burps. You probably don't know that about me yet, but you will soon. I used to do the pterodactyl. That was what I was known for, but I'm not going to show you guys that. That'll be a little bit much. Oh. So the camera's about to die. We're going to have to take a 2 or 3 second intermission. You guys know how this works. But we'll be back in a jiffy, y'all. Alright, and we're back. And we're still doing spinny shit. Oh, looks like MTT guy Johnny Wine, he started to get savvy now. He says, look, you gotta pay the price. Ooh, a little clinch denial too. He said, you gotta pay the price. If you want to throw these spin kicks, you're gonna be close, which means I'm gonna easily clinch or take you down. So good stuff there. Johnny shows some savviness with the fake transition, but he also didn't block that next transition from Pettis. So Johnny may very well know how to block transitions from all positions. But me as a competitor, I'm watching him, I'm thinking, all right, he blocked from the single collar, but he didn't block in the over-under, so maybe that's a safer position if I end up in a clinch. You got to take little notes on each position from your opponent, right? If you're chronic MMA, take notes. Every time you're throwing these crazy kicks, he gets you to, into the clinch or the takedown. So that's got to tell you something, right? I feel like I just did the longest run-on sentence ever. My throat was like, bro, take a pause. All right, so Pettis transitioning. You might want to use some fakes to set up that transition. MTT guy, I feel like what you did there, you know how to block the armbar, right? What you did is you input 3, 4, 5 body punches, and you didn't take any pauses in between those punches to be ready for the submission. Here we go, we got a good transition denial there, and now we have enough stamina advantage to end the fight. So let's posture up. There you go. See, what he's doing is he's switching his attack. Not only is he switching his punches, but he's waiting on Pettis to block a different body part and then strike the opposite end. And we got some good. We have a potential Division 5 player in MTT guy. Looks like he'll be moving up one day soon. We got some things to correct, but hey, a lot of things were really good. Good work from Kebab right there. Pettis, you throwing these spinny kicks. Gonna get yourself taken down, my friend. How do you like that? The green brim. That's a nice, pretty throwback Spurs hat right here. You guys like that? If you're following me on Instagram, put it up on the screen at UFC3 Tips and Tricks. You would have seen that in my story the other day. Clearly a can't miss Instagram stories. Oh, whoa, the plot twist has occurred. Pettis shoots for a takedown and then Khabib gets up from the dominant position. Okay. Wow, that's an interesting sequence right there. The front kick countered by the cartwheel kick. Pretty cool. You know, they're going to have to put kicks in the game for Yair Rodriguez. He's just too unique. But moving on to relevant information. Double uppercuts. How? Oh! MTT guy. My guy. We have to be, must be respectful, but honest. I must be honest. You're much more talented than Mr. Pettis. Much talented. But you leave yourself open. Very, very open. Oh my, what the fuck is happening here? This is literally, what the fuck is happening here? This is Reversal City. This is literally, this will go down in history as Reversal City. What the hell? I've never seen that before. Guys, take a deep breath, take a second, and don't transition so quick. The old fake transition, couple punches, fake transition. You know what I'm gonna do? I have a grand old idea. Cause can I be honest with everybody? Can I be honest with everybody? I feel like the strategies and the tips that I'm giving each week, I'm just confused. I feel like either you guys don't really want to get better and this league is just for fun, which is cool too. I'm not hating on that. But it's either that's what you want to do, or maybe like you don't know how to do this stuff unless somebody shows them to you. So that's cool too. So what I want to do is, assuming that the latter is the actual case, I'm going to fight everybody in this division and I'm going to post a video on it. And the only point is to show you how if you just do a couple of simple things, you're going to win so much more. I'm going to make sure to not use anything that's high level or genius, just some simple transition denials. Simple ground and pound. I'm just gonna win like that, just in an attempt to show you how if you learn that, you can beat so many people. And you can still fight crazy in certain times, and then when it's not going your way in those crazy exchanges, now like Justin Gaethje should, then you have something to fall back on. There you go. See, Johnny's confusing. He's doing some really high-level stuff. And then he'll follow that up with a silly move or two. God, those reversals, like, I can't get over that, dude. That was so funny. Alright, good. Oh, just keep blocking that down. Oh, no. That was a close one. See, right there at the end, what I do is at the beginning of each stage, right? Submissions go through stages. I look at which gate or maybe two gates are closest to being exposed. And then I'm going to heavily prioritize those. From the first second of that 5th stage, I think it was, you could see that the bottom and the right were much closer to being, you know, broken out of. So I would have definitely been like rotating between them. Alright, Khabib's going for another takedown. So Khabib's showing level 1 telekinesis. But look, we got it. There you go. Good job. Good job. What you guys can do, and this is where I think is going to make a big difference. Good job finishing that. Very well done on the submission. What I like to do, and this split second makes a huge difference because obviously it accumulates over each gate, is as you're blocking them, let's just say hypothetically left, if you know they're going left up, left up, left up, you got to switch up a split second before they go up. That's how you're really going to stop them from getting out. Alright, so good job with Khabib. We got 15 minutes left in the episode. 2 of you guys didn't get your fights in. Dragon Ball Z mug. How do you like it? Goku on the other side. When the coffee's hot, he powers the fuck up. What's good with that? Alright, so if you notice that I kind of just cut myself off or something got a little weird right there, it's because I started watching this fight and I didn't commentate quick enough, and as you'll see, shit kicks off really fast. And I need to actually talk about what happened. So we show respect, but that's the last of it. Watch how fast we get it cracking. Oh, we got the pull counter being displayed. We're trading. Jab, uppercut, double hook does it for Poirier. Now watch as Nate Diaz sways right into Poirier's hook. Right there, gets knocked down. And already, RJ's combinations are coming out quick. See, here's the thing though, Diaz has amazing stamina, so if you can get out of this first round, you're going to have no problem beating RJ. But if you get knocked out, then hey buddy, there's no second round. Smart stuff. Keep going to the body. That's how you're going to be able to beat somebody with this tactic. There you go. And that backward sway, another tactic I don't use nearly as often as I should. Pretty darn effective to counter against hooks. That body kick is setting his success up in rounds 2 and 3 quite nicely. Smart footwork there to get out of that corner. There you go. If I'm the White Ali, I'm just waiting for my opponent's stamina. Very good sway right there. Man, oh my god. RJ has a defined game plan, and that is to KO you in the first round. Like, you can't even help but respect it. He knows what he wants in life. He wants a first round KO. Damn, what's surprising is that he might get it. Surprising because Nate Diaz can take a damn shot, and he's got a reach advantage. But I'll admit, like, can I just be transparent? There's no style that I suck against worse than people who throw a shitload of strikes. Now, if you don't know how to grapple, it's going to be a long night for you because I will just take you down immediately. But the people that go crazy but they know how to deny takedowns, I struggle with that big time. I've been playing the game so little these past couple weeks. So we got some mean ground and pound coming right here from Nate Diaz. This is exactly, what he should be doing. What you just saw Poirier do there is when you're on the bottom of full guard, you'll see a full guard transition to your left or right. You're thinking, what the hell is that for? If you do that transition, your next transition to the opposite side will be sped up. Now let's catch up on the action right here. One thing that Poirier is doing, damn, and there it is. RJ got the KO in the first round. Yo, sometimes it happens like that, man. It's really, really hard unless you take him down, it's hard to stand with somebody who's striking like that. All right, let's move on to the next fight. All right, next fight is Whitaker versus Diaz. I was on Facebook real quick, so I didn't see who's starring in these fights.
You ready? You ready? Now fight, let's go!
So we got Heathen with an axe. That's Brad Rogers. That's the moderator. Everybody thank him for his work. And the other opponent, I believe, is Stuart Moore. If I do believe so. I feel like a proud teacher. I'm getting good with everybody's names. I just want to reiterate the idea. I want to do a card where I fight everybody in the beginner's league. And it's not to flex. Trust me, I don't enjoy flexing. Unless there's a girl there. But what I want to do is just show you guys the simple strategies that really can up your game. And that if you're one of the people who are like, yeah, but I don't like to grapple, I don't want to do that, all good. But I guess that's a good reason, I suppose. But if you want to win, you got to know how some grappling and some clinch stuff works, so that when you meet somebody like Diaz or somebody who's gonna just outstrike you one way or another, you got to have a plan B. The last thing I'll say one more time is when you show effective clinch and grappling, makes them scared, makes them tentative, makes your striking more effective. If that's what you like to do, you should be happy. Now we're going into the graps. Me and Brad Rogers just did a little grapple session. And there he goes getting his back taken. I didn't show him that. That wasn't me. I swear. Oh God, Brad. Brad, this is not what we practiced. Come on, Brad. There you go. Flick that little leg switch. There you go, buddy. Just like I taught you. Alright, when you're almost sub, flick the leg switch. That's what Uncle TNT taught you. I'm just playing. Oh, now we got Diaz going for the Omniplata. Oh, I messed it up again. I don't know how to say it. Troll me if you wish. Now look, while he got some good grappling advantage and he knew to go for the submission, that telekinesis left something to be desired. So look man, left, down, right, down, up, left, down. Okay, so not the most, he doesn't have a specific pattern, right? But the way you tell is you do what I just did. You kind of say the directions. So I say Brad Rogers did a decent job trying to get out of that sub, but once you have such little stamina, it's a bit too late. And especially against Diaz, he got such good submission. Surprising to see the guillotine be the submission that does it. Go off the west sides. Damn. The only people with kids yawn at 2 p.m. What the fuck is happening to me? I'm officially a 2 p.m. yawner. So right here we got Uriah Faber. We got the new members of the group facing off right here. I want to say one is Billy Morgan, one is, I could just look it up, but oh god, there's no time to look away. You guys can comment down below who's fighting here. Sorry that I didn't have that on hand. Ass whooping K's craze. I missed it. Oh wow, catching the body kick. Good job. And see, I think it was an accident to not bring him down when he caught him with the body kick. He realized it pushes him to the cage immediately. Although he's in a guillotine, he's going to get good position from this guillotine. It was an ill-advised guillotine. And now you end up in side control. Don't let him do that. That's what you got to watch out for when you're on top of Tony, when you're on top of Zabit. They like to go. This is another thing. They got a similar back game, right? They like the rubber guard. They like that full guard transition from side control. There you go, Uriah. Ground and pound him up. Uriah's doing a good job getting the positions that he wants. Cracking, lacking that body. That's what you got to do against somebody like Zabit. Let's see, this might be a first round submission. You've got a huge stamina advantage. Let's try to have telekinesis. Let's go where he's going to go before he goes there. Ooh. And another thing is, I like to look dead in the center of this thing as I play this little submission game. Just use my peripheral, trust my instinct. Oh man, that's one of my least favorite combinations. It's so effective. Another good one. I think he hit him with a 2-3 head kick right there, Zabit. That's one of those, if you miss that combo, you're going to suffer a big stamina decrease. Oh. Yeah, Zabit's one of my crypto knights in this game. All his crazy combinations, I'm just, oh god. Drives me nuts. I mean, unless you take him down, it's pretty easy to do that, but easy because when you throw so many spin kicks, you just gotta time something right. Oof. There you go. There you go. Back clinch, suplex high. Wow, somebody knows their grappling. That's pretty good. Oh, and look, Zabit changing it up. You guys want to know a good way to set up this choke is sprawl the first 2 times that you're in side control. If you get your opponent, they're going to think you're sprawling again the next time, then you go to the Darce choke. That's going to set that up pretty decently. Because in order to deny that sprawl, you have to be quick, and if you sprawl as they're throwing an elbow, you have to pre-deny it. So they're going to try to pre-deny a transition that you're not doing, which means your transition is going to work. And that's a good combo as well. That front body kick followed by the rear straight punch. The suplex high seems to be a very, very quick transition for Uriah. And the same exact sequence plays itself out again. This is an embarrassing amount of... Alright, I know I've been going in a lot. Camera's been running out of memory. Not the smoothest day in the office. Oh, what an awesome transition there. Not many people have those, but he transitions from the bottom of mount into full guard. But only to be a victim to Uriah's guillotine. Now look at this person, man. We're going kind of a pretty steady clockwise motion, and then every now and then they'll go back and forth. So this is something that you can tell the first couple times. Next time you have a stamina advantage, go for the sub, knowing what they like to do. Great work. Those spinning kicks, eating S-whooping body health, body stamina, and then he gets stunned, which is going to do that even more. Uriah enters the single leg position, takes him down. Immediately the side control, but only to get blocked. And look how much stamina advantage is lost when he gets blocked. Again, he hits him with that transition because he had a huge stamina advantage. It was made possible. Alright, looks like this is going to be a good fight right down to the wire here. Ooh, a lot of spinning kicks. I'm surprised, like in UFC 4, man, they gotta use more energy for these spin kicks. They have to be like a big stamina tax. Damn. And that's why with somebody that does all these crazy attacks, you gotta keep them on the floor. So all it takes is one. The next thing you know, now you might be losing, you're probably losing the round because of that knockdown. Oh, unless you can get it back right here. Oh man, you gotta get that knockdown back. Alright. Oh god. Want to hear a funny story? I had a phone that I dropped it so many times that all you'd have to do is like go like this and it would just die. It would just shut off. It would restart actually. It would just be a dramatic little bitch like to the day it died. Oh my god! First of all, how did Zabit's stamina regenerate all the way to the top after so many spinning kicks? UFC 4, get on top of that. Second of all, that was a beautiful knockout. Might have to use that in my personal knockout collection that I'm going to be putting out each month. Wow, okay, so great time watching these fights today. Guys, if you like the TNT League, there's a link in the description. Feel free to join it. If you like the TNT channel where we only publish the league fights, press subscribe and make sure, most people, you're probably not. If you're still here, if you're still watching this video, yo, let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to thank you personally for making it 35 minutes into one of my videos. Not many people have ever been there, so thank you very much. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and go to the main channel, UFC 3 Tips and Tricks, just in case you're new to our content. 3 videos a week, and they're all really informative. Okay, video's dying. We're out. Peace.